Hey, what's going on, guys? Still here, and today I am going to demonstrate how to use the QN506. If you're wondering how I got this, it's because you can actually find like the links to event vehicles when they get put into the game, kind of right, before the event. And as long as you log into the wiki and you're in War Thunder, sitting in the hangar, once you open that link, it'll actually take you to a preview. So I'll leave the link to preview this in the description, but remember, I might actually leave instructions to it, to be logged into the wiki as well as being logged into the War Thunder client sitting in the hangar. So, basically, this thing is, well, it is the new event vehicle for repair party, whatever they're calling it, repair bay. I don't know what the hell it's called. Either way, it's Chinese. It's basically the Chinese Terminator, and it's kind of cracked. And supposedly its battle rating, at least right now, is 9.3. This thing is not 9.3 worthy at all, and I'm going to demonstrate why. You can see in the rocket pods here, in the missile pods, or whatever you want to call them, there's little ones, which are the laser guided. Well, sorry, they're not laser guided. They're like weirdly optically guided. They can be disrupted by IRCM, which I'm not in front of the IRCM on that thing, but they do. And then the four big ones are the infrared fire and forget missiles. This thing is broken, and again, I'm going to demonstrate why right now. So the rockets, while they don't really pen, don't pen everything insanely well. Yeah, like you're not, I mean, that was more maybe just okay, well, you can pen an M48. Let's see. Oop. Yeah, they do pen. Just their damage is really focused, depending on what you're hitting. Come on. Yeah, you get the point. These are going to be more for light vehicles, and the thing I'll demonstrate with these is you can only guide one at a time, as you can see, but they stay pretty consistently on course, so... well, this is the Roland, for example. I mean, it's hauled down, but you get the point. Anyways, onto the infrared missiles. You use the same button you use to lock, like, say, if you have the Saddam Mistral or the Lavad or the Strela. And you get what looks like, this is like what the Pars missile is like on the German Eurocopter. You get just this little reticle. And you fire. Now, that one didn't do what it usually does, but I'm gonna lock this up, and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of tilt. Say, like, currently right now, obviously, I'm kind of hull down, but I can still use the gun and the gunner view. But if you switch to the CITV view, which is on the big frickin', tall post, you can actually, wrong mode. Say, like, I'm behind a larger structure, you can use this. You can lock it up, and then you can give just the turret a little bit of aim, because you can see the missile launchers move, and you can fire. Now that actually, I was kind of already adjusting for it, so that's, not really the use case you want to use it, but I'll lock it up with the final one here. Oh wait, no, whoops, I already used the other one. My bad. Let me go back to that spot for a re-demonstrate that. So again, let's say you're hull down, whatever, and there's an MBT. Take that, lock it up, give it just a little bit so it clears the ground. And, okay, I guess lock the Rack Panzer. That wasn't the plan. A little bit. And as you can see, it pops up. And it does that. And that's a Leopard 2A5, by the way. Or 2A6, I think. I can't tell with the barrel length. Whoops. Yeah, that's why you want to give it a little bit. 2A5. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is supposed to be 9.3, and I just killed a Leopard 2A5. Okay? So, just keep that in mind. The other thing, because these are infrared, I should be able to fire these while moving, unlike these rockets, which I think, does this have a battle cruise control? No, it just has gear 1. Okay. So you can't fire the little rockets on the move, but I should be able to fire... Oh, okay, I guess you can't. Yeah, just in general, you can't fire it. This is against an Abrams. It's a little tougher on the Abrams, I think. But there's your driver engine right there. Oh, did I mention that these things are basically the TY-90 of a tank? So they actually are pretty decently agile and can hit slow-moving air targets, like helicopters. Yeah. Oh, whoops. I don't know what that one's doing. Just get rid of that rocket here. I don't know if that's actually going to hit that IL-28, if it has the range to hit the far out one, or the fact if it's even going to guide, but actually, without firing that one, let's see. How bogus of a hit can I get? I don't know where that... Oh. Well. Oh, and if you didn't notice already, on the bottom of the screen, the rocket reload time, or the missile reload time, isn't actually terribly slow. Also, you do have a 30 mil, obviously, and a machine gun if you want to. So, if this thing is on battle on any map where the cap has some cover but can see a large portion of the map, you're going to be ridiculously just overpowered. This thing is going to be a cap camping monster, and in domination as well. There's some caps where the advantage is there. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if some of you noticed that it has a little H for like a little drone helipad, but it's not using an actual quadcopter yet. It's just using the standard UAV that we've had in the game for a while now. Also, I can't switch back to the tank for some reason with that key. But yeah, kind of broken. Now you can do this with the rockets, I think. Is it? I mean, I wouldn't try it if the Leopard knew where I was, but this thing is going to be able to kill heli rushers with 0 effort. I should have demonstrated it on the IL-28 there, actually. But if you're good enough with the rockets and you go into thermal, it kind of helps with the glow. If you've got a steady enough hand, which I've had like 3 different mice since I used to be really good at doing this. My sensitivity's a little high, but okay. The Saber eats it, I noticed, but let me demonstrate in the IL-28 here. Pretty much one-shotting the IL-28. If that now, of course, these aren't helicopters, and we all know that helicopters have some wonky damage models, so I'm not entirely sure what it'll do to one, but of course, actually, yeah, so you can see, yeah, IRCM. Whoop. It's not going to stop this, though. Sometimes it doesn't want to do the pop-up, and other times it does. So it's a bit of a hit or miss. But you don't want to be using these as shotgun range, even though they do kind of work at point-blank shotgun range, you know. Yeah, you get the point. Anyways, before I go on too much longer, this thing is going to be the top reward for the crafting event, I'm sure. The A7K, while I thought it was kind of interesting, is basically just the A7D with a targeting pod and AIM-9Ls. It's a much higher battle rating. So that thing will be good compared to the entry A7D, but I still think the A7E might be better in terms of weapon ordnance because of the walleyes. So to each their own. I'm not really going to cover that A7, I don't think, yet, because you can't actually access any of the weaponry. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Good luck on the crafting event whenever it starts, and for those of you that play China, have fun with the new cancer, because this is a BMP2M on. Well, this is Crack Bear. This is the Crack Bear of IFVs in game. So have fun.